Have you been noticing the amped up freaking wackadoo energy lately? Like last Wednesday, like midweek last week, I heard from so many people about like crazy like, fires. I saw two accidents myself. Like it was like everything was stirred up. People didn't feel good. I didn't feel good. Just wanted to sleep. Um, so you may be feeling that. I felt like that was like a peak, and then it's been like this ever since. So if you're feeling restless, irritated, weepy, a little sad, wanting to hide, wanting to confused, or maybe you're just feeling awesome. But you've noticed the energy and you've heard it from other people. Wherever you are, if you're an empath, or even if you're just like a human being, you're noticing this energy. So what I'd like to share with you today is my downloads on what's going on, from my guides. Now, take what you want and leave the rest. I'm a talking head on a video, right? You know what I mean? Like if it lands for you, awesome. Then hopefully what I say will support you. And if it doesn't, then that's okay too. It's not like it's not prophecy. Do you know what I mean? I'm just sharing with you what I've seen. And what I've been feeling is I've been feeling the same way I did before COVID came. I'm not saying there's another pandemic coming. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what I am intuiting, feeling, both. I feel it and I'm intuiting it. They're two different things. Is something's coming. I don't know if it's good and I don't know if it's bad, but something's coming. A big shift and a big change is coming. Now, every single decade that humans have gone through something, right? If you think about we've gone through World War I, World War II, the Holocaust, the Depression in the United States, here in the United States, also the draft, right? There's been we've gone through things as a collective for every single decade, but there's something about this here, right? Like it's weird. It's different. It's a different kind of war. World War I is like, we're sending our troops. World War II, we're sending the troops, right? This is a different kind of war. This is a spiritual war that is happening right now. It is a war for the souls of human beings. And what I mean by that is we are in the fight for our freedom. We are not a free race. Media has us. The IRS has us. Debt has us. The government has us. Our programming has us. We get programmed immediately that we come in. The first human implant for the brain that, what's his name, Musk, the crazy man, I think he's a Trojan horse. I really do. Like he comes out like a freaking hero that he's here to save us. He's not. He's a Trojan horse. So be very leery. I think he does some good things, and then I think he does some not so good things. Or maybe they killed him and replaced him. I don't freaking know anymore. Everything is theater and a mirage. But they had the first human implant to turn us into AI. Someone actually, I think it was Sweden or something. It always feels like it's Sweden, right? Oh, somewhere in the Netherlands, they did the first blah, blah, blah. Because we're all like, did that really happen? Because that's really far away. But we're in a fight for our soul. We're in a fight for our sovereignty. We don't need, an evil's on its way out. That I can say with certainty. I freaking know it. I know it. And it's had its reign here since the fallen angels, if we're going to use biblical terms, for thousands and thousands of years, and enough is enough. Do you mean, look, we are here to learn as humans? Yes, we're here to learn. We learn by contrast. We don't need to learn by evil. We don't need to learn by sex trafficking. We don't need to learn by murder. Nothing, right? That does not teach us anything except to be fucking scared. We don't need to learn by rape. We don't need to learn from these things at all. Where we need to learn is from our relationships, from failing and getting back up again, right? Learning about our relationship to ourselves. How do we have a deeper relationship to the God of our understanding? That's how we learn. That's how we grow. How do we release jealousy? How do we release being bitter? How do we grow? These are how we, how do we see the good in everything? We don't learn by freaking evil, and it's time for it to go. And I truly feel it is on its way out. It's on its way out. I forget who said it. It was one of my clients said, yeah, she's like, it's like the tail of the it's not a dragon, like the demon or whatever. It's like the demon's halfway out, but the tail is still flipping around, right? Like it's getting pushed out, but it's still pissed and it's staying and it's fighting. And this is what we're feeling. This is what we're intuiting. And it's on its way out, and it is creating a massive unrest. And it's not going out to fight, out of fight. And the visions I've seen is, in the long term, those of us that are ready, those of us that are willing, those of us that don't resist. It's like that movie, The Matrix, right? Like that one guy went back into the Matrix because he didn't want to deal. He didn't want to feel his authentic self. He wanted the glitz and the glam and the stuff, right? All of the stuff. He wanted the stuff. But those of us that are ready to be unplugged from the Matrix, I keep getting this vision. And it's so powerful. It's like God, the creator, comes in and like unplugs everybody. It's like, and like when we get unplugged, we're free. We don't have the mind chatter, the doubt, the blah, 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 and all that stuff is gone. And we're just people. We're just humans. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I keep seeing it. But up until then, it's going to be a ride. And here's what I'd like to say to myself and to you. Get grounded. There are going to be days when you're going to feel off. I had a really off week last week. Normally I do this video on Thursdays, but I just had an off week. I had a lot going on. I was doing a lot, and I have some health stuff going on that I'm getting taken care of on Thursday, but I was just feeling off. And I needed to regroup and pray and journey. And I had wild dreams, like entities being cleared from me and implants coming out of my face. And like the guides were just like, we're clearing her out. And I feel so much better today. Like I'm talking big clearings out. Ask for support. Don't lone wolf it. Like if, I do free events, I do classes. If I am not your jam, find something. Find something. Be willing to invest in yourself. And if you think things should always be for free, that is a programming, right? And that is your fear, and that is scarcity. Get help, get support. If you can't afford it, definitely go to free things. Do what you can. Build a community in your neighborhood, in your town, but get support. Get grounded and stop holding back. If there are these fears. I talk to so many people, and I wish I could just, I have my own fears too, but I wish I could remove all of our fears and just be like, poof. But the time is now. This really is the time of the spiritual warrior. It is the time of the spiritual warrior. It is the time. This is what we have been preparing for in this community. Teaching courage, teaching responsibility, being grit, standing in your power, not being a victim to money, not being a victim to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, to the world, to freaking Trump. Do you know how sick I am of hearing about Trump or even Biden? Stop being a victim to them. Every time, and I am guilty too of complaining about politicians, we give power away. You give power away. It is nothing. Complaining, I have a complaining weasel. Weasel is what we call in the spiritual world. When I'm tired, when I've just had it, that's what I do. I'll complain. It's so annoying. Like, it's so freaking annoying. And I annoy people around me. But it's like, every time I complain, I lose power. Oh, they're not doing their job. Shut up. So I want to tell myself, shut up. You just literally lost power, did not help the world, did not help yourself, drained energy from your family because you're bitching. The first year Trump was in office, I worked in San Francisco. Session after session, and I get it. People were scared. The media made him a monster. I get it. I thought he was a monster. I don't know what he is. I don't know what any of them are, to be honest. I really don't. I was like, it's theater to me now. And I don't know, but just people would get like, it was like it was ruining their lives. Nothing gets to ruin your life. Nothing. Do you hear what I'm saying? And we have got to watch all of the places that we're giving power away. People of authority, your neighbor that pisses you off, any of it. It's currency. You're chipping away your currency. These politicians and these people, they're not going to save us. We are going to save us. The multidimensional beings of light are going to help us. God will help us. But they can't help us until we open up. So be grounded. Be grounded. Join community. There's an energy right now, and this is the last thing I'll say, because I know this is a long video, is there something pushing us away? I fucking feel it. I do. It's like people's cell phones are getting stepped on. People are not responding. People are like, it's like there's this like, so, you know, some of these darker energy, they're powerful, right? They want to keep us separated. They want to break us apart. Absolutely not. Get fierce. Get fierce around your soul. Get fierce around protecting your energy, your soul's light. Get fierce around what goes into your mind. I was watching something, and we don't have a TV, but it was like a YouTube channel, and I got this download, like, stop watching that. It was like messing me up, right? Because it's like, we don't know what's in these things subliminally. We really, really, really don't. The AI is out there and it's reading. Just be mindful, protect yourself, be here. And it's not about being paranoid. This is not about being paranoid, because if you go into fear, what the Palladians say, your power ends where your fear begins. Your power ends where your fear begins. Your power ends where your fear begins. All these world leaders, we've got to take our power back. I know people don't like certain people over here and there. I get it. I call myself a political atheist now, because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't trust anyone. Calm back. And even in that, I lose power and trust. Just be boo, 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 boo. It's time. I'm telling you, buckle up in a good way. Right? Because we need to be out there shining our light, being of service, being loving. And if you have a desire to be of service, just stop like making excuses and go for it. If I can do it, you can do it. I started with freaking nothing. I'm talking nothing. Nothing. No parents, no family, no money. If I can do it and you want to be of service, you can do it too. You build one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Because if that is in you, it's time. Stop holding back. Stop holding back. And if you need some help to work through the fears, reach out to me, reach out to someone you know, but work them out. Or set the fears aside and go for it anyway. You see what I mean? I'm scared all the time too. I'm scared all the time, but it doesn't stop me. I'm scared, scared this isn't going to work, or scared this, or scared that, or scared, I'm like, shit, fuck it. I got to do it anyway. So my mission is bigger than my fear. So I'll leave you with this. If the energy's been amped, yeah, it has. And it's going to be like this. Just more sirens, more accidents, more weird energy. Stay connected to your guides. If you don't know how, come to one of my classes and I'll teach you how to journey. It'll change your life, literally change your life. And if you think you can't do it, that's not true. Not true. Ground, stay in love, stay in love, stay in love, stay in love, and the frequency of love. And if you find yourself in fear, complaining, because that's what I do, then come back. Start a helicopter. It's like, it's just so much activity. So much activity in the air and in the world. All right, I love you. I love you, love you, love you. I spend time sending energy to this group all the time to you. So know that I've got your back. I'm on your side, and I will see you. My name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next one.